I look at Ajit Pai a lot and I think, this guy. And this story is gonna make you feel that way again over something real dumb. Ajit Pai's FCC is frustrating because it is transparently in favor of large ISPs and their shareholders, not their shareholders, their profiteers, the people at the top only, and not in favor of the American people, which is what the FCC commissioner should be doing as their job. But we've seen a lot of different kinds of stonewalling for information in this. For instance, we were looking at the FCC comments about repealing net neutrality, and we could see there's a lot of fake comments up there. There's one where Barack Obama allegedly leaves a comment that says, I think we should get rid of net neutrality in a really form, copy, and paste way. And it even lists his address as 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Barack Obama did not write that. And there are several real politicians in there who are listed as saying these things they never actually said, and actual regular people. You might have done it, or you might have done it. And we've seen this, we've seen senators, we've seen other politicians, we've seen regular-ass people like you and me say, release that information, release whatever you've learned about this, and they haven't. And it's happening again because one person, Taylor Emerald, who is a frequent FOIA filer, was blocked once again when requesting information on that stupid Reese's peanut butter cup that Muppet profiteer is drinking out of, and it should be innocuous, right? What he asked for was, hey, give me emails that refer to Reese's, to mug, or Reese's spelled with a different way.
Yeah.
And then the FCC's response was, oh, you're gonna have to give us $200 for that. It should never cost $200. This is very stupid.
On one hand, this is very dumb, but on the other hand, I think it's a lesson we all learn about companies and the government. They'll just charge you for anything. They'll charge you for charging you.
No, they shouldn't in this aspect though. Like, it should be available for any citizen, any member of the press who asks for it. So some parts might be redacted, but it should be available. And here they've decided to make it one step harder. Something as stupid as a mug, a big peanut butter mug, and they've made it more difficult just because that I think they are obstructing people from having information, which is exactly what we're fighting for when we're talking about internet freedom, when we're talking about having net neutrality. So correspondents posted to public records platform Muckrock show how this has gone over between FCC attorneys and Emerald, who's the one who requested. J. Pat Brown said, this is the first time I've seen anything remotely close to this kind of cost when requesting emails from the FCC. There are different categories that you can put different requests in. This level of innocuous request should not be this high, which A. Pat Brown talked about more. That's the most forgiving level of fee category in which you are not charged for search items. You only have to pay for duplication costs. The argument is that you're using the law for its intended purpose to try and spread transparency. The idea that you're doing what you're supposed to do as a government worker, as a public servant. But this is just another layer upon layer upon layer upon layer of just outright corruption, of doing things that are here to serve only a few people over a lot of people. And this doesn't need to exist, but the idea that they're stonewalling information, even stupid information. I mean, there's no reason why this should happen.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's just, I got my car towed on Saturday, and let me tell you, the government just sucks. It's just like, they don't make anything easy. And
Listen, I have problems with local parking enforcement as well.
I'm just saying.
This is different though.
I know, but they're just stacking fees. This is exactly what they do. Just because they can. Try to get your car out. This is exactly like trying to get your car out, right? This is the metaphor I'm now making. Try to get an email, try to get your car out. They'll be like, okay, here's this fee, and then here's this fee on top of that fee, just because they can. Just because they can, they want to develop that layer of power.
I think we're in this era, though, under Trump, where we have a largely corrupt and corruptible appointees, cabinet system below him that is just so weak and scared of criticism that they're going to use their powers in ways to personally profit off of.
Yeah, and they can get away with it, right?
This is one way of doing it. This is a very minor way compared to some of the others that we've seen from people like Scott Pruitt, from people like Ryan Zinke, but this is still wrong. I mean, just because we're in this environment where these things happen doesn't mean that they should be happening, and this isn't right. You should tell that guy whatever he wants to know about your stupid damn mug.